change, and a tongue like
Hello Chieftains, and welcome to Live from the Tribe. This is the school news for Clairemont High School.
She is Melanie Wilson, and I'm Kira Wicks, and it's January 30th, 1 month already done for 2023.
As the war in Ukraine continues, the U.S. and Germany have both announced that as last Wednesday, they will be providing Ukraine with modernized battle tanks. Despite previous hesitation for both nations and warnings from Russian Vladimir Putin, the U.S. plans to send Ukraine 31 Abrams tanks, and Germany plans to send 14 Leopard 2 tanks. Ukraine officials will also receive training for the operation and maintenance of the tanks, which are said to be some of the best tanks in the world. Germany has also announced plans to send additional tanks battalions to Ukraine once trainings are complete. These advanced tanks will allow Ukraine to have a better chance of victory against anticipated Russian offensives in the spring, and will hopefully allow Ukraine to change the tides of the war.
After 34 years of operation, Walt Disney World has closed its famous Splash Mountain water ride. Before the closing of this ride, wait times to get on Splash Mountain were up to 5 hours long. Eventually, this attraction was closed on Sunday, January 22nd. The new envisioned Princess and the Frog themed ride is expected to be unveiled in late 2024. Dozens of Disney fans are sad to see the old attraction disappear, but for years the attraction had been criticized for having racist roots, and in June of 2020, Disney had announced their changes. Even though we will all miss Splash Mountain a lot, maybe we can give the new ride that will be built a try. Rest in peace, Splash Mountain.
You may have noticed the roads have been a little bumpier than usual. The recent rains have caused many new potholes to appear on our streets, with there now being 10 times as many pending pothole fillings compared to usual. To try and deal with this backlog, the city is dedicating more resources to repair efforts. 150 people are now dedicated to fixing the potholes, with hundreds of potholes now being filled per week. The road should be smoothened soon, but until then, try not to pop your tires.
The city of San Diego has been experiencing a lot of tragedies due to the weather recently. Many beaches along the coast, like Pacific Beach and Mission Beach, have experienced things such as flooding and destruction from the harsh wind and rain. A local beach in La Jolla, known as Black's Beach, had a side of the cliff collapse into the ocean. The collapse occurred 100 yards south of Torrey Pines Gliderport. It was estimated to be 250 feet wide and 25 feet high. Luckily, there were no injuries reported. It was soon estimated that it had been up to 150,000 cubic yards of damage. For roughly 10 minutes, rock was consistently falling onto the beach slowly. We checked in with Ms. Clark to see why this collapse even happened.
With all the rain we've been getting lately, that rain has to seep in someplace. So those cliffs are all built from sandstone. So think of sand that's pressed together, the great deal of pressure over time, but it's still just sand. So that water can get in the little sand particles, in between the sand particles, and it will just push the sand away, the sandstone. So cliffs tend to fall a lot after large rain events like we've been having lately. This was a really, really big slope failure that would be kind of like when an iceberg calves a big, chunk of ice into the ocean. But this is really just geologic process at work. There's nothing really that alarming about this. Slope failure is normal after a large rain. There's really not much we can do about it. There's really no stabilization efforts that we can take on that sandstone to make anything better.
With AP exams coming up later in the school year, there are several ways to better prepare for your AP exams. Most students find it stressful when AP exams are approaching. Here are just a few ways to better prepare. First, try by reviewing old material with the test in mind, especially material you expect to appear on the test. Another way is to get some help from an AP teacher. Some teachers offer help specifically for the AP test, so don't be afraid to ask. Lastly, practice tests are available online and through AP books. Make sure you're prepared for those upcoming tests.
Attention all seniors, the deadline to apply for FAFSA is rapidly approaching on March 2nd. If you still haven't applied, now is your chance to do so. Applying for FAFSA will give you financial aid to help pay for college. Go to studentaid.gov to apply today. After March 2nd, you will no longer be able to apply. You will need financial documents from your parents for some of the questions. And if you need any help or have questions, please go see your counselor.
The Winter Ball is coming up next weekend. If you're looking for a budget-friendly yet stylish outfit for the upcoming Winter Ball, we have some solutions. Instead of turning to Forever 21, turn your heads to secondhand stores with the best deals and the best fashion selection. catering to everyone's unique style. Some stores you can visit are places like Goodwill, Buffalo Exchange, and Plato's Closet. All great and budget-friendly places to get your dress, suit, and variety of shoes for your winter ball needs, helping the environment and your wallet.
We sent out Logan Sharp to test you guys once again. This week, we gave Chieftains a spelling quiz. Let's see how it went.
Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Today, we're doing spelling. Let's go. Spell Clairemont.
Clairemont.
Clairmount.
How do you spell February?
February.
Febary.
Febura.
One eternity later.
RY. Yeah, there you go. Spell rhinoceros.
Rhinocus.
Close. Spell success.
Success.
Spell business.
Busness.
Good thing spell check is a thing on Google Docs because a lot of you need it. As I always say, get better. I'll see you later. Farewell.
Voting is now open for the winter ball court. It will remain open until Thursday. That's all the time you have left to vote. Voting will end before school is over on Thursday, so make sure you vote before lunch is over. Voting officially closes at 2 p.m., but don't wait until the last minute. There are winter ball QR codes all around campus, in the hallways, and by room 115. Scan the QR code, use the sandy.net account, and cast your vote. It's that easy.
If you're considering joining a club and enjoy reading, you should check out Book Club. Our school's book club meets to pick out books, read, and collectively discuss all their thoughts, and also helping out our school by donating books back to us. Book Club meets every Friday in room AOBC. If you're interested in Book Club, you can reach out through their Instagram at Clairemont Book Club. Even if you're too busy with other extracurricular activities, be sure to support this club when we have Club Rush.
Now's not too late to join more clubs this semester. Stop by Anime Club, where we hang out, eat snacks, and watch anime. Meetings happen every Wednesday in room 105 during lunch. It's definitely worth stopping by to meet other people on campus. Let's hear what some other members have to say about Anime Club.
What I like most about Anime Club is like the very chill environment we have. All we really do is just like we watch anime while we eat snacks during lunch.
The only thing that I like about Anime Club is that we get to talk to our friends and we also get to watch some of our favorite animes.
Shades of Love, previously known as GTSA, is a club to help support LGBTQ and ally students. They talk about ways to make the school more inclusive, and it's a way to make new friends. So if you are interested, stop by Miss Nolette's room in 206 on Fridays at lunch.
Do you have a story you want featured on our show? Are you in a club that wants more members? Well, let us know at dsparks.sandy.net. Let's put your story on our show.
We are 2 weeks away from the biggest sporting event in America, the Super Bowl. The teams are set, but more importantly, we have our halftime show. The 9-time Grammy winner Rihanna is coming out on stage for the first time in 6 years. Her stage will be set in the State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Jay-Z spoke out on behalf of the ROC Nation, who is one of the several executive producers of the halftime show, about why Rihanna was chosen. He says that Rihanna is a generational talent, a woman of humble beginnings who has surpassed expectations at every turn. So tune in on February 12th to see her performance, and if you feel like it, stay for the rest of the game.
Addie is back in the Sports Center with the latest updates. Let's see what she has to say.
Thanks, you guys, and thank you sports fans for watching.
Sports teams are in full effect, and this week is no different. Starting it off, boys lacrosse is starting up, so get your lacrosse sticks and get pumped up to join the team. Trials are on February 11th, and they will be located on the football field. If you have any questions, you can talk to Alfie in room 207 for more information. For now, let's hear from Gavin, someone that is excited to be a part of this team.
What I'm most excited about lacrosse is meeting the coach, the players, and also just overall having fun.
All old and new ball players, get in your garage, dust off those old gloves and bats. If you're looking to get out in the sun and have some fun with your friends, then come out and try out for the baseball team on February 11th at 10 a.m. Located on the far side of the parking lot at the baseball field. Now let's take a look at this week in sports. It's a day off the field today, but tomorrow, Tuesday the 31st, we have boys varsity soccer versus Kearney at 6 p.m. at home. Also on Tuesday, girls varsity water polo is playing at Bishop's at 5 p.m. On Wednesday, February 1st, girls varsity soccer will be playing at Madison at 6 p.m. Thursday, February 2nd is varsity girls water polo senior night against Coronado. It'll be home at 5 p.m. Also on Thursday, boys varsity soccer is away against Mission Bay at 6 p.m. Friday, February 3rd, girls varsity basketball is playing Mission Bay away at 6 p.m. Girls varsity soccer is also playing on Friday at home against Kearney at 6 p.m. Lastly, boys varsity basketball is away against Canyon Hills at 7:30 p.m. On Saturday the 4th, the girls varsity wrestling team and the boys varsity will be at Haltville High for a CIF tournament. That's all we have for sports this week. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much for that update, Addie. If you missed anything, you can take a look at the Clairemont website under the Athletics tab.
On this day in history, 1948, Gandhi was assassinated in New Delhi. Gandhi was a political and spiritual leader of the Indian independent movement, leading protests and helping people fight for what he deemed to be right. He always advocated for nonviolence and peace. In 1947, Gandhi was greatly distressed by the partition and violence that was breaking out between the Hindus and Muslims in India. In efforts to end India's religious strife, he resorted to visiting troubled areas in New Delhi. While he was there, a Hindu extremist who objected to Gandhi's tolerance for the Muslims fatally shot him, and Gandhi sadly passed away.
Well, that's it for this week's show.
Have a great rest of your week, Chieftains, and remember to keep it orange and blue.
Bye!
You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You